It's about the services we all rely on, paid for by taxation across the United Kingdom. And we don't simply see these things as services to be consumed. They're the rock of stability, of decency, and solidarity on which working people stand. And friends, they are on the ballot paper at this election. And today I want to explain why. Tory austerity makes it so much harder for us to educate the young. Tory austerity makes life insecure for the old. Tory austerity undermines our NHS and our vital public services in every single part of the United Kingdom. So we will put paid once and for all to Tory austerity with a Labour government. And ending Tory austerity means making a fundamental break from this Tory government and their ideas. A fundamental break from their deadly cocktail of extreme spending cuts and unfair taxes. And if you ever had any doubt about why it's necessary, just look at last week's Tory budget from George Osborne. There was lots of spin, lots of warm words, but what did we actually see? We saw Tory austerity revealed in tooth and claw. According to the official Office of Budget Responsibility, deeper and more savage cuts in the next 2 years than at any time in this government, hacking back our services to the very bone. After all of the pain of the last 5 years, it turns out that under the Tories, there is actually worse to come. And you know, what drives this Tory austerity isn't just a political strategy or a different economic policy. It's actually a fundamentally different set of values. George Osborne is cutting not because he has to, but because he wants to. These Tories believe they have their own vision. They think that wealth comes from just a few at the top. They believe in a smaller state. They believe in the market left to run riot. They believe in working people left to fend for themselves. That's why they've got these extreme plans to reduce public spending, even if it puts the NHS at risk. That's why we'll be voting against the Tory budget tonight. And the pain won't just come through the cuts, but through their tax plans. The Tories will always try to let those at the top off the hook and place the burden on ordinary families. We saw it with their millionaires' tax cut, £43,000 to every single millionaire in the country. We saw it when they stood idly by when it came to tax avoidance and tax evasion. You might remember a few weeks ago, their treasurer, Lord Fink, he threatened to sue me when I said he was a tax avoider. And then 24 hours later, he decided it was fair comment. That tells you all you need to know about the Tory party under David Cameron. And we've seen it too on VAT. Remember before the last election, they said they had no plans to raise VAT, and they then did just that. They said they wanted taxes to come down, and they've gone up by the equivalent of 8p on the basic rate of income tax. 24 Tory tax rises since 2010. It's that kind of unfairness which tells you all you need to know. It's time to get rid of these Tories. It's time to put an end to their extreme plans. It's time for a Labour government.